Today I'm here to talk about the visas and about the options you have to stay longer in the Philippines, because for me, when I tried to search information online, it was very complicated and I didn't find it very trustworthy. I read some forums. I even went to the Philippine embassy in Czech Republic to tell me how it's done, and they just tell me you have 30 days and then you need to leave the country, which is not true. Again, it might be a bit tricky. That's the reason why I'm doing this video. You can definitely do it on your own. You don't need any fixers, you don't need any help. It's pretty simple, you just need to know what you do. Let's start from the beginning. When you arrived in the Philippines, you will need to fill out an e-form, e-arrival form. That's basically stating your credentials and the reason of your arrival. This will generate a QR code and that you will show to the immigration. This can actually be done online a few days ahead of the arrival. So I recommend doing that, because then you can skip the line, because there's going to be many tourists that are going to figure out that, oh, there is an e-form, so now they're going to be filling out, searching, so you can just go ahead because you will have it done. So you go to the immigration officers in Manila International Airport, you show them the QR code on your phone and your passport. They give you a 30 days stamp, and now you can stay for 30 days in the Philippines. That's the first step. Now, if you want to stay longer, the first extension is kind of simple. It's called Visa Weiver, and it can also be done online. It can also be done in person, but I don't see much of a reason to make the hassle of going to the Bureau of Immigration. It costs 3,030 Philippines pesos, and it's an extension for additional 29 days. And this step is actually a must if you want to apply for a longer visa later. Okay, so you need to create an account on a governmental website, fill your credentials and apply for this Visa Weiver. Then you can pay with your credit card or debit card. It costs 3,030 Philippine pesos, and 1,000 out of it is actually the express lane fee, which I'm doing it online, so where is the express line? But I didn't find a way to skip this fee, so I guess you just have to accept it. Then it can take about 3 working days for them to proceed. Then you receive an email of verification, and it will stay the latest day till you can stay. So now you can stay 59 days from your arrival. There is always an option to just fly out after the first 30 days, but I think the Visa Weiver is a pretty simple process. It can be done online, so I think it's much better to just save time and do it online. Pay the 3,000, it's not that much. Probably you won't even be able to get an international flight for that price. And with this Visa Weiver, you can actually do it the day after you arrive, so you can do it very soon. So then you have the confirmation and can have peace of mind that you actually can stay here. And after that, you will need to go to the Bureau of Immigration for additional extensions. So the full price for 2 months extension was 8,030 Philippine pesos, and maybe half of it was the price of an ACRI card, which is basically an ID card issued by the government of the Philippines. It's kind of useless to you, but you just have to get it and pay for it. Without that, they are not gonna do the visa extension, so just accept it. But it's a one-time fee, so if you plan to stay even longer and longer for the additional visa extension, you are not gonna need it. But one important thing to know, for this visa extension, you can apply only after your Visa Weiver. The 29 days extension has been accepted, and you need to have the receipt printed out, because then you arrive at the Bureau of Immigration. They give you this form, you will fill your credentials, nothing weird going on there. Then you go to a window, give them this filled up form, give them your passport and show them the printed receipt of the Visa Weiver. They will give you a receipt to be paid. You go to the cashier, you pay. The amount for 2 months visa extension was 8,030 Philippine pesos, and I will list the other prices here. Then once it's paid, it's gonna take maybe 30 minutes, maybe hour, maybe whole day. It depends how many people are there at the Bureau of Immigration. So I really recommend it to go there very soon, because there can be a lot of people, especially if you are applying in Manila main office, but it can actually be done in the district's office. I went to the Bureau of Immigration Cebu City branch, and it actually took me maybe 40 minutes to do the whole process, but I was second in line. I was there quite early. So yeah, like, you will just wait till it's done. When it's done, they will call you your name and they will give you back your passports with the extension stamp for the period you applied, and also the official receipt that you have done that. And now you are allowed to stay in the Philippines for much longer. Now, after you do this second extension, you can apply for another and another, but I think the maximum amount of stay is 39 months. After the 36 months, you either need to get a permanent residence or leave the country and come back. You can actually do the visa run. So after the 2 months, you might reconsider, try to look at the flights. And if you are actually in Manila, then it might be cheaper to find some cheap flights for a day or two out and then come back than buying these visa extensions. it's a legit way. They are not gonna say anything about that. That's many people do it this way. So now you have the visa extension. You can stay for a few months in the Philippines and go exploring this beautiful country. There is literally a lot to see, so I recommend going to different islands, even out of the beaten path, because there are beautiful places all around the Philippines. So enjoy your time in the Philippines and see you on the road.